In this lesson, we're going to talk about file I/O with ExpressVIs. ExpressVIs are wizard-like functions which provide a user interface and ease of use at the expense of some flexibility. The ExpressVIs we will be concentrating on are the write-to-measurement file and read-from-measurement file VIs. These provide a lot of the functionality of the standard file I/O functions, which we will see later on, but with a minimal amount of programming. Let's start off with a blank VI and place our write-to-measurement file VI. It can be found under the Functions palette in the File I/O subpalette or in the Quick Drop menu. Once placed on our block diagram, a configuration window will pop up. In the configuration window, we can adjust the behavior of the function. We can enter in a file name or ask the user to choose a file name. We can also save to multiple files or one file. We can dictate the behavior of the VI if a file of the same name already exists. We can rename the existing file, use the next available file name, append to the end of the existing file, or overwrite it completely. Next, we have a choice of choosing a file format. We can choose text, or binary, which is a TDMS format, and finally, binary with XML header. Next, we can choose to have one header, or one header per segment. Finally, we can adjust the columns. For now, we will select text, which allows for us to select a delimiter, which is a means of separating one value from the next. We will choose comma. Press OK. Now let's examine the function block. We can see that there are many terminals. So let's open up the context help and take a look. The first terminal is Enable. This allows us to turn on and off the VI. The default is on. Next, we have the error input and the output on the other side. Following that is the comment, which allows us to paste a comment at the end of each file. The file name terminal allows us to select a file from within our code. If nothing is wired, it will use the location specified in our configuration window. Finally, the most important input is the signals input. This is where we wire our data that is going to be stored in the file. The type of data listed is dynamic. This means there's a variety of types we may wire into it. For now, we'll wire in an array of random numbers. Let's place a for loop with a constant of 50 wired to the count terminal. Place a random number generator inside the for loop and use auto-indexing to wire it to the ExpressVI. Notice how a small function has popped up which will automatically convert the array to the desired data type. Now let's run the program. Navigate to the directory you saved your file in and open the file that was created in Notepad. At the top, we have our header, followed by the settings, and then our data. Going back to our block diagram, we can modify our program so that it reads from the file using ExpressVI as well. This time we will use the read-from-measurement file function found in the File I/O subpalette. A pop-up will appear asking us to specify how the file is formatted. We can specify the file location, file type, how the file is organized, and how many points to read. Since we are reading all the points from the data file, we will just press OK. We will wire in our file path since we want to write data to the file before we read it. Let's create a graph indicator on the signals output of the read-from-measurement file VI to display the data read from our file. Pressing Run, we see the desired behavior. In this lesson, we learned how to save data using the File I/O ExpressVIs. We learned how to configure the write-to-measurement file ExpressVI to choose the location and format of our file. We also learned how to use the read-from-measurement file ExpressVI to open a previously saved file.